Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth. I am a mum of 3 in Suffolk in the UK. I homeschool my 3 children and I'm also a childminder. Right now it's the summer holidays. We are end of the second week in and it's busy. I have up to 12 children with me 3 days a week. And yeah, we get up to a lot. I have to keep them entertained. So here I am with another lot of cheap or free activities, all under £5. Hopefully this will give you some ideas of things to do with your children over the summer. Some of them are really fun. We've had lots of fun doing them, and it's just a lovely way to do cheap or free activities, keep them entertained, keep everyone happy, and make the summer go better. So first of all, I have to apologise for my voice. My 2 older ones went to a camp, came back and gave me this, like, and it probably is a cold, but I don't actually feel ill. It's very weird, but I've basically like got this funny voice and slight cough, but that's the only symptoms I've had, and I've had this for like 10 days now, which is very strange. But anyway, so I'm sorry if I sound different. I am awake. Also, slight hay fever eyes. I'm not crying. Just my eyes are a bit strange. So let's get into it. So number 1, this is a new activity that we did this week. It's string painting. Here's a picture of one that we did. So basically you get some piece of card, you get some string, cut it up into little lengths, dip it in glue and then make a pattern with it. So I've done one that you can't see because the little boy took home with him, but it was a little pattern of like a flower, but some of them just did this where they just put it on however way they wanted, and then when they dried we painted over the top of them, and they really enjoyed doing that. It was a different kind of craft that we'd never done before, and it was really fun. Secondly, and this was definitely the favourite, we have got a playhouse. We got this one I don't know, 7 years ago from Argos. It's £170. it was the cheapest one around and it's been absolutely brilliant, and so we painted it, but first the children had an absolutely brilliant time cleaning it. So I get out sponges, buckets of water, then there was a bit of moss on the top, so they got like a paint scraper that I'd found in the shed that they were scraping off the moss, and they had an absolutely brilliant time cleaning it. First of all, getting all the cobwebs out, brushing it down. Then I got some sandpaper out and they sanded some of it down, and then we painted it. And I've just done it with like normal kind of poster paints that I've got inside. I did say to my husband, because we've got some like outside paint in the shed, and I said, oh, shall I do it with that? And then obviously laughed. He said, yeah, but you have to be quite accurate with it, obviously, don't you? You can't just have places that you've missed, and B, obviously if it gets on their hands or whatever, it's quite hard to come off. So instead we just use normal poster paint, and actually it has rained since, it has got wet, it's been fine. It'll obviously come off in a year, but do you know what, they spent hours on this. They had a great time and it looks really cool. They've done loads of different patterns and designs, and I literally just gave them a load of paintbrushes, a load of paint, and was like, do whatever you want, and they had a great time. Thirdly is painting with leaves and flowers. Now I like this one because it's also a nice excuse to go for a little walk, collect some flowers. We made some with dandelions, but you could do it with, you know, if you find any kind of red flowers or even like leaves, make a green paint. We basically came back, ground them up. I've got pestle and mortar, so they ground them up in the pestle and mortar to get all the colour out, and then put a little bit of water in, put a paintbrush in, and just painted on some paper, and it made so we made yellow and green, and then you could obviously do whatever else you want to. We also did some blackberry paint, because they had some blackberries. That was the best one. All the berries obviously let out so much juice that they make really good paint, but that was really fun. So not only had you go out to collect them, which is an activity in itself, you then come back and paint with them too. Number 4 is crafts. So I have got loads of random little bits of crafts, like things that are left over, so like a bit of felt here, a little bit of string there, some buttons, random things that are not really enough to make like one full craft. But what I've done is got my table, spread it out, and they have spent ages finding different bits and bobs. Now it does also take a little while to tidy up because it's not the tidiest of things, but that has been really fun. Next is stop motion. So you can download a free stop motion app. The one I've got is called Stop Motion Studios. I just got it from Google Play, and it's really fun. So my children spend hours with little figures, and they make little you take a picture of one here, and then you move it along, and then you take a picture, and then you move it along and take a picture, and in the end it looks like it's moving on its own, and that is really fun. They have a great time doing that. They have spent a really long time doing that. Obviously the downside is you lose your phone for a little while because they're using it, but they're entertained. Next of all, I did this one last September. It was the end of summer last year. We made some boats. Some people did them out of, I don't know, corks or whatever kind of craft materials I had. Some people just made origami boats from paper. We'd attached a big string to them, and then we took them to a local boating lake. Now you might have near you some kind of large body of, sorry, it cut me off, I'm back. So yes, you might have near you some kind of large body of water, and we've got one near us. We went to South Wales. We put them on, there's a big boating lake, and we put them on and we tried to get them from one side to the other, or they use the string and they walk around the edge, and we had a great time. We actually spent ages there because someone wanted to see with the wind, because it was quite windy the day we went, if it could get from one side to the other on its own. And so yeah, that was really fun. The next one is a Lego maze. So here's a picture of one that we made. My daughter made this. So all you need is one of those big Lego boards and some Lego, and then you make a maze, get a ball or a little marble, and see if you can put it around it. And that was really, really fun. And we actually played with that for weeks. We kept it up for ages and kept playing with that again and again. Number 8 is squeegee painting. So you know the squeegee things that you get like for your car to wipe the car windscreen. So we did painting with them. Don't worry, you can wash it afterwards. So you just put like little blobs of paint on a piece of paper, and then just use the squeegee and go down the paper like that, and it makes a really cool pattern. And you can do it like, you could do it with like a little one and do like checkerboard patterns. I've seen people doing that, or different colours, and or you could, you know, go like this with your squeegee rather than straight down, and it looks really cool. I haven't got a picture of us doing that, because what I ended up doing was making a reel of it and then putting it on my Instagram page. So if you are on my Instagram, Homeschooling Childminding Mum, it is down there somewhere from last year, but it looks really cool. It looks really good. Number 9 is board games at a cafe. Now, let me explain. I love a good cafe, and people always say to me, oh, cafes are really expensive. Now, this is a thing of activities for under £5, and this is an activity for under £5, okay? What I do is we go to Costa. I buy a cup of tea for myself, which is about £1.20. Then the children each get a baby chino. A milk baby chino is free. A hot chocolate one is 50p, plus you get like a little marshmallow or a flake. Okay, then I buy a bag of like, they do like bags of cakes for about £2.50, and that keeps us entertained. So we sit there, unless you've got like 10 children with you, it's going to be less than £5. We take some board games. Now for me, when I'm at home and we get the board games out, my interest is limited, because I'm there thinking, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this. But when we're at a cafe, all my attention is on my children. It's lovely. I also like getting out of the house. I like that I get to talk to other adults. I like that I might bump into someone I know and get to have a little chat with them. Always take some paper and pens too, just in case the children need a little bit more entertaining while I'm having a chat. But generally, it's a lovely time where we can sit there. I just focus on them. I'm not worried about the jobs that need to be done around me, and we have a great time. And as I say, you can do it for under £5. And lastly, it's oobleck. This is a messy one. You need corn flour and water, and I'm sure you've seen this before, but essentially when you like push it, when you touch it in the container, it feels hard. When you lift it up, it's like a liquid and all runny. And the children have had so much fun with that. put some measuring jugs and some spoons in, maybe a bit of food colouring, and they absolutely love it. Mixing it up, playing with it, we've spent hours doing that. Now corn flour is a little bit pricey. I think they've got it in Tesco for £1.69, and it's up to you, like quantity wise, how much you put in, but it's really fun. So there we are, another 10 cheap and free activities that you can do with your children. I hope you find them useful, and see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.